At tonight's Huntsville City Council meeting, an announcement was made related to the Confederate monument in front of the Madison County Courthouse. Councilman Will Culver says he recently made a motion in Montgomery to allow local governments to have the authority to relocate, not destroy, monuments that fall under the 40-year historical monuments law. He says other lawmakers agreed with him unanimously. The council voted to approve Culver's resolution to send a notice to Governor Ivey asking her to call a special meeting before the state legislature meets again in February.
To put control of these kinds of things back into the hands where they belong, and that is through local leadership. The state of Alabama, one size fits all, is not a good approach.
Councilman Culver adds he's worried someone will get hurt in relation to the monument. Just last week, someone poured red paint all over it.